Hey everyone, today I wanted to go over another ride from Lagoon called Wicked as I continue to rebuild this park here in Farmington, Utah. Uh, to start, I wanted to kind of show you how you got to the ride through the park. And there, I'll pause it here. So with this ride, my daughter, my youngest daughter, this is not her favorite ride. She said I put the restraints on her a little too tight. So she says the ride hurt her. But it's been a fun ride, and it's actually been one of the more enjoyable rides to recreate here at Lagoon. So thought I would kind of show you a little bit of the park as you go through to get to the ride. As you can see, the park's not done. Got a lot more to do here. But this, I am from Utah, and this is a park that I've grown up with. Wicked was kind of the first big deal ride that showed up to Lagoon that got a little bit of buzz. Since then, there's other rides like Cannibal and Primordial that others have enjoyed. And this, of course, is gone now. It's been replaced with the Nutcracker. The cliffhanger no longer exists. Nutcracker's there now. But as I've been building this park, I've been doing the best I can to get accuracy within reason. I can always go back through each ride and perfect it a little bit further. Like as you come up to Wicked here, this sign obviously is different, but a lot of it is the same. And the words Wicked, that's kind of hard to recreate with the tools I have available. So I just decided to use the TV, get a photo of it, and kind of slap it on there instead. So as we come over, here's the entrance to Lagoon. There should be words here, but I don't know, maybe I'll find a TV photo of that somehow and put something there in place. It says welcome, it should say welcome to Lagoon's Wicked, but that's as small as I can get lettering, so that's what I can fit. Over here, you got a little smoke area. And the entrance, there's some yellow barrels that go here and here, but I couldn't really find something. I guess there's a little gate thing right here too. But as you come in, this is supposed to be open so you can get to the lockers, and this is supposed to be single rider line, which is not a feature in this game. There should be a few more stairs right here, but the accuracy, I got it close. I did do quite a bit. Now, let's look at the ride statistics here and see how they compare to the actual ride. So duration 50 seconds, track length. Here, let's look at this. So max speed 55, track length, or track height 110, track length 2050, G-force, steepest drop 90. Anyway, to see how close we got, the duration, that's not something that's the park's version of duration versus roller coaster, Planet Coaster 2's duration, that differs. I'm about 32 feet off on track length, max speed is the same. The height should be the same. I did put it at 110 feet up here. The G-force is pretty close. This one claims it's a little bit lower. Their excitement for the ride. This has been the most popular ride for guests to come to in this Planet Coaster park. There's quite a few people that queue for this over anything else. We'll see when I get Cannibal in there in the future to see if that beats this. But it does stay pretty busy. As we go through, some things, there's more stuff that belongs here. I did go through the Google Earth where you can see that there's a few more things that are here than what I put. These red things should tie down, I guess, at the bottom. I didn't do that. And there are more blocks across here than I put on my ride. So, as you can see, I didn't really custom add all the blocks that they have in there. So I might go back and do that at some point in time. I don't know. I like the feel of this ride as it is right now. There's not too much more that I feel like I want to add to it in the future. But a couple other things on this. A few things that I've seen people get wrong in the recreation of this ride is this 0G loop right here. A lot of times they kind of attack it straight on. Well, you're supposed to make it so the head stays about center the whole time. So you actually have to drag the track a little to the left and drag it a little to the right. So as you can see as it goes through here, you really want the head to not sway. You kind of want it to stay in the same spot. A few other things. I mean, there's some old curbing and stuff that existed because they actually built this over past in the parking lot that existed here before, and they left a few parking lot elements here. But I didn't add those. Some things, this white wall, it shouldn't taper as much. It should start to kind of level out right here. There is supposed to be a garage part here, but the queue, or not the queue, but the station length doesn't really let me do that. And the queue, when you come down, it should come down right here instead of right here. But again, as I've said on all other coasters, one of my main complaints is I wish they would let you shorten the station queues, so it would alleviate a lot of problems when rebuilding rides. In here, not everything is exactly the same. I kind of took a few liberties because there's random items that they put in here, so I put my own random items instead of the ones that were actually supposed to be there. It's more just filler pieces. I like to keep it a little darker in here than it was in the actual ride. But this one has been a little bit more fun to build. I kind of freehand this ride, and it went pretty smoothly, and I've done this has been the ride where I've done the most minimal support rebuild. I did have to rebuild this entire yellow structure. Okay, let's go on the ride, see how it rides compared to the original. I did add this here, the no step. They have a certain way that they want to do their path system with the Planet Coaster logo and things like that, which limits what you can do for overhead pathing, but here we go. Yeah, you're supposed to go all the way through right here. You're not supposed to stop for a launch. I just wanted to add that. Here, there's supposed to be some seats in there, supposed to be some seats on the other side, but there we go. That's the right wicket. Trying to see if there's anything else that I missed that I wanted to show you guys here. think that's about it. One other thing that I would like to do is tell you one moment another project that I've been working on. It's been taking most of my time lately. I still plan on finishing this park. However, I have been. Sorry. Let me do this. Load park. I have been working on what has been my favorite ride of all time. This one's going to take a long time to build, but I figure I'd take a moment to kind of show you what I've been doing on that before I end this video. So this is Hagrid's bike ride at Universal Studios, Florida. They made a coaster in Planet Coaster 2 that kind of allows you to do everything. But as you can see, it's obviously under construction right now. There's a lot to do to get this ride down, but kind of take you through this just for a moment. So anyway, we'll get there. We'll get this ride done. But before I show this ride in the future, when it's all done, I'm most likely going to finish the rest of the rides over at Lagoon. Thank you guys. Feel free to comment anything that you see that I need to fix, and thanks for watching.